Alright guys, I think there is a saying in British which says something like that: take the hay while the sun is shining, and I'm doing today exactly that. I'm barbelling. I'm fishing in the same peg for the third day, or I would say third evening after work, and I started fishing already, and I'm fishing probably for 45 minutes or so, I would say, and I had one barbel out already. I have it just in the net in the water behind me. And as for the conditions, the water is quite well up. I would say over a meter still up. And but today, even though the water dropped, I would say maybe 5 centimeters or 2 inches, but it's much more muddy, like it has more color. So, and in these conditions, I adjusted immediately. I made my feeder mix extra sticky, and also when I'm pushing it into the feeder, I'm making sure that it is compressed very well, so I'm using more power or energy to squeeze the feeder with the bait, and that way I'm making sure that constant attraction is like very close to my hook bait and my hook. So, and it worked quite well because I managed to catch one fish pretty quickly, and still it's pretty early. It's like it's not even 6 o'clock in the evening. And yeah, those couple little tips should help you. I will repeat myself once more. Make your ground bait extra sticky, and make sure that you are squeezing it into the feeder quite well when the water is up and it's muddy, and then by doing that you will catch more barbel and overfish in the rivers, I'm sure of it. And yeah, probably I should shut up and show you that fish I have in the net. It has actually some kind of a mark on the top, and one of his pecs is like damaged as well. I don't know, poor little thing. I won't keep it out of the water for very long, just show it for the camera and let it go. So yes, you can see it has some kind of a bump, like old injury or something. So yeah, that's number 1 for today, and 46 overall, 9 pounds maybe, something like that. Don't think it's a double figure, still very nice fish, except for that bump. So yeah, we'll put this beauty back. It has some leeches also. I will remove those as well, so it would make his life easier. I just landed a second barbel of the day for me, and overall it's number 47. I have to say this barbel was like the laziest barbel you will ever see, or I will try to describe the fight pretty much. It bounced the tip when it took the hook bait. I didn't know that the fish was on because the line went a little bit slack, but it didn't run at all. So I picked up the rod, and it didn't take like a centimeter of line at all. So it was just steady. The fish went steady against the flow, but not aggressively, nothing, just slowly went against the flow, and I landed probably in a minute, I guess. So, but I didn't put very much pressure on that fish at all. So very lazy barbel. So I will pull it out of the water now and will show it for you. Actually, that's a decent fish. I think that will be a double figure one. Yeah, it has a little damage on the pec, but other than that it doesn't look very bad. Oh, the tail is a little bit damaged, probably that's why this beauty is so. Actually, it's starting to fight now on the mat. So yeah, I will quickly show the fish for you before letting him go, because seems he wants to fight now. Yeah, it's a little bit beaten up. It has the tail damaged and the pec is a little bit damaged. Probably that's why he fought not very well. So yeah, number 2 for today, as I said, and number 47 overall. Time to go back. If that fish I showed before was a lazy one, the one which I'm playing at the moment is not lazy at all. When actually it took the hook bait, it produced a proper run, like screamer one, and then it went into the middle of the river actually. So yeah, if everything will goes to plan, I will land it just in a couple seconds. See, not lazy at all. Yes, got him. Just repositioned my both actually rods after I landed that fish, and I have to say, as you can see, it's very bright, and those bubbles, they doesn't care, they don't really care, they do feed because the water is murky and it's up, and they actually weren't feeding very well probably 4 weeks before that, before like last couple 3 or 4 days. So they must be very hungry. I don't know, maybe it's not the case on other rivers, but on the trends that definitely was very difficult going in most places. Seems that just smaller bubble and some faster waters were like feeding, and now they are feeding more or less everywhere. A couple people actually are fishing on the other bank. I don't know how well you can see them, but whilst I was fishing, 2 of them managed to catch 2 free fish between them as well. So yeah, and now I will pull that fish out which I just landed, the one which is very sporty and not lazy at all, and we will have a look at it. I haven't looked very well at it myself yet as well. Let's do it now. That's actually a very good fish. I would say another maybe 10 pounds or so. Yeah, it is actually double figure barbel. Very long fish actually, and very healthy. You can tell that it's like proper fighting machine. Still fighting on the mat. Come on, Mr. Barbel, please behave. Please behave. He is not happy at all. Alright, please calm down. It won't be as painful, Mr. Barbel. Wow, that's a beautiful fish. Bang! How about that? Oh wow, awesome. Yeah, it is about 10 pounds, give or take. I didn't weigh it and I won't. I don't need to know exactly how heavy it is. I just know that it's more or less 10 pounds. I'm happy with that, and I'm happy with the fight this fish put up. Just look at the tail and the head as well, those whiskers, awesome. And now time to go back for this beauty. I will release it again just in the flow where I have a little bit quicker flow just behind the camera. Yeah, and this one makes my number 3 for today, if I'm not miscounted, and 48 overall. Alright, I have my number 4 today, and overall it will be number 49. This one is the smallest, but just look how aggressive this one is. Not happy at all. Wow, aggression. And look at that tail. And I have to say that this fish fought like the best of all those fish today as well, even though other ones were like twice the size, I guess. Yeah, well happy with this one. Very well happy. Little fighting machine, I don't know, 5 pounds maybe, something like that. Time to go back. Quite often when barbeling, you will find that the things are very slow. By this I mean that the barbel are not feeding during the day, or you will have to wait until the evening, before they start to feed. And that time for me is like probably the hardest time when I'm barbel fishing, because nothing is happening and you just pretty much can go to sleep for quite a few hours. So a little tip I would give you is to do something else whilst waiting for some barbel to start feeding. And on this occasion I managed to pull out my light lure setup and caught quite a few perch whilst waiting barbel to start to feed. I will show you some of those perch. I caught them probably in 10 minutes or so, and for the river fish they are awesome. They're not like, they won't break any records, but for the river fish, for the trend fish, they are awesome perch. So yeah, I will chuck the smaller ones into the river straight away. I have quite a few of them, smaller ones. Beautiful little fish. Very small ones. And also I have 3 of them, I don't know, a good pound plus, at least the biggest of them. So yeah, that's the biggest of them. And a couple of smaller ones. I have my mat here, so if I will drop the fish, they will go onto the mat. Come on, Mr. Perch. Let's have a look at you. So yeah, how about that? In very, like, as I said, 5-10 minutes or so of fishing, and I have net full of perch, river perch. You can't really ask for better fishing, and now I will be able to wait and enjoy that wait, maybe we'll catch some barbel a little bit later. Now I think I will take a quick picture of those perch before letting them go. Now I will put them into the water whilst I will be preparing my camera. Today is a 4th of August and I am barbeling, trying still very hard to achieve my 100 barbel challenge. I'm on 50 fish, actually I'm on 51. I just landed my number 51 and I will show it in a minute. I have to say that the filming conditions are not very good today at all. It's a little bit too bright and it's too windy, so I hope you can hear everything okay. Yeah, so that fish produced very good bite and I'm quite happy that I hooked it so early. It's like 4:30, so it's pretty early and I'm fishing maybe for 1 hour or so. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that I will get more bites today. River dropped probably a good meter compared to a couple days back. So last time I fished this peg on Friday, and yeah, compared to Friday, now it's about meter down, but the color is actually very good. It's a little bit murky, but still you can see things through the water. It's not like very bad, and I think I will get some more bites even though it's dropping, and you might think that it would put the barbel off, but I hope that it won't be the case, and that fish I have in the net is the proof, I guess. So I haven't unhooked the fish yet because as the water is so low, I just barely keeping the fish in the water, just in the net. So, but I can't like reach the fish with my hand, so I will have to unhook it just on the mat. I have my mat here, so I will pull the fish out of the water, unhook it, and will show it for you. Right, it's very always important when you're taking fish out of the water with a hook in the mouth, just to keep eye on the tension of the line. You don't really want to be damaging the fish's mouth by pulling the line whilst trying to take the fish out of the water. Yes, this one was very well hooked. It was not coming back ever. Yeah, very nice fish. I would say maybe 8 pounds, something like that. Bang! Number 51 and number 1 for today. Wow, this fish actually it's not the biggest, but it produced very good bite, as I mentioned, and the fight was very good as well. It took plenty of line, and then it went right into the middle of the river and stayed there for a while. Yeah, time to go back for this little beauty. It's not been very long since I released that 8-pounder, and probably in 20 minutes I got another screaming take on the same rod, and I think I'm attached to a very big barbel. Got him! So I have to say I am a little bit lucky, I guess, because this fish snagged me up, and I managed just by changing the angle. Like, I was upstream to where fish was, and then it got snagged. Then I changed the angle, I went downstream, and I managed to get that fish out in the end and land it. So yeah, quite happy with that. And now I will get it out of the water, unhook it, and will show it for you. From what I saw, I was thinking it will be a little bit bigger fish, to be fair. I was thinking it will be 15-pounder because it was slow and powerful and heavy. But I mean, it is like 11-12 pounds, maybe more, I don't know. Probably I won't weigh it because it won't be 15 anyways. So yeah, we'll pull it out, we'll get my mat ready. We'll make sure that the mat is secured because it's windy, and I will not end up losing my mat in the river. Right, let's have a look at that fish. That is a chunk, actually. That is a chunk. We'll get the hook out. Hooked nicely in the corner, as they always seems, or most of the time. Wow, that is a chunk. That is a chunk. I don't know. Should I weigh it, or I don't know. Yeah, number 2 for today. Not bad going at all. And 52 overall. Wow, awesome. I think I will take a quick picture as well with this fish. It's quite healthy fish, yeah. I will put it into the water now, and after a while I will get my camera ready to take some pictures. Yeah, number 2 for today and 52 overall. Awesome. For this one I used well-known fisherman's trick, that is having a sandwich or a tea whilst fishing, and sure enough, whilst I was having a sandwich, one of my rods just ripped off, and I ended up landing this beauty. I think it can be actually 10 pounds, so double figure one, or it might just be short a little bit. Very healthy fish, very healthy. Wow, how about that, guys? That trick worked very well this time, very well. Wow, just look at that fish, very healthy and very beautiful colors on it actually. Wow, well impressed. So yeah, number 3 for me today, and 53 overall. Nice one. The bad thing is that the rain started, so I want to get back out of it as quickly as I can, so I will choke this fish back now. I have the smallest for me today in the net on the mat here, so I will try to show it for the camera. It's beautiful little fish, probably 5-6 pounds, something like that. Very healthy fish, very good bite too. Yeah, number 4 for me today and 54 overall. Nice one. Thank you, little barbel. Time to go back for you and grow to a much bigger one.